Hi everyone, how are you doing? I'm here to do a little ergo break with you. We've had a bunch of time with this conference. It's been going really well. It's super interesting, all these presenters. So I just wanted to come in here and give you guys a couple of things to do to just kind of get you out of the chair and start stretching and loosening up a little bit. After you sit for a while, you'll notice your legs and your back, your neck can get very stiff. So I'm here today to show you a couple stretches and strengthening exercises, as well as to get you a little bit more knowledgeable on the field of ergonomics and talk about your desk later, and we'll talk about all the things you can do to try to improve your space. Now, a little bit about me. My name is Brett Weiss. I have a doctorate in physical therapy. I'm a certified ergonomic assessment specialist through OSHA, and I'm also the co-founder of a company called ErgoSesh. For the past 7 years, I have been doing ergonomic assessments in the office, a standard way, and over the course of that time, started to realize that we're missing something here, and a lot of people work from home now, and it's not the same office setting as it was 10 years ago even. So there was a new demand, a new need to get people wherever they are, and so we created ErgoSesh, which is a company that supports other companies and individuals in building culture around ergonomics and empowering people to work healthier. ErgoSesh works with you wherever you work, and that's the key to this company. We really understand that our clients are everywhere. Whether you're a developer working from home, whether you're an interior designer working from a WeWork type setting or a shared space, these days that's going to change. With the new shift in COVID, the post-COVID world, everything is shifting to home or hot desks or situations where you may not have the same exact setup every single time you go to work. So the key is to be able to educate the people and to educate yourself and understand, well, how should I sit and how should I set up my chair, and is my chair even ergonomic in the first place, and what does that mean? What is an ergonomic chair? So we're going to go through a bunch of stuff and the second ergo break to talk about the 6 most important things when looking for an ergonomic chair. We're going to talk about the top 5 things that you want to think about when you are setting up a home office. What are the most crucial pieces to that office? And we'll do a bunch of stretches right now just to kind of get you up. I will just give you a quick disclaimer. If you have any pain already, any issues already, the following exercises that we're going to do are not designed to treat anything. They are designed to promote wellness in general. They're designed to get you feeling better at your desk. But if you have an injury, if you have any past medical history that would prevent you from doing any of these exercises, or if you have pain during any of them, please stop doing them immediately and seek a medical professional first. All right, everyone, it's time to get up and move. So we're going to start off by getting out of the chair. We're going to do an exercise called repeated lumbar extension. Now, with this exercise, we are trying to counter the effect of sitting all day flexed out in a desk in your chair. So what you're going to have you do is stand up. You're going to go over to the wall also. You can do this exercise where you go into the wall. Don't be shy, it's going to get a little intimate with the wall in this setting. However, have some fun with it. Basically, what you're going to do is let your back lightly drift towards the wall in that second part of the exercise. We're really trying to just let the back relax and let gravity pull us into that stretch. So that's the key there. So as you do this, and I'll run it back again so you guys can have a chance to get up. So you're going to do a couple of repeated extensions, okay? All that sitting puts a lot of pressure on your discs and your lumbar spine. So anyone with disc herniations, anyone with just low back pain from sitting for long periods of time, great exercise for them to just get up every 10 minutes or so, 20, 30 minutes if you have to do a little longer stints. But every half hour you should be getting up in general. And this is a great way to combat the chair. Even an ergonomic chair isn't perfect to sit in for all day long. All right, we're on to the next one. So now we're going to do the doorway pec stretch. Sitting, typing for long periods of time, what I want you to do is find a doorway, get one hand in, and you're going to look to just take one foot, step forward with one foot, and lean into the stretch. Now, the important thing here is don't put all your body weight into the stretch. You want to put the foot forward and just move a little closer into it. Don't stress the shoulders by putting all your weight into the joints. We're going to hold these stretches for about 30 seconds when you do them. So let's run that back one more time. So we're going to go to a doorway, put 1 foot forward. You're going to lean in, but still keep your weight on that front foot. So you're not just loading the shoulders. And we're going to hold for a count of 30 seconds. Now, the breathing muscles, those ribs and everything, and the muscles around your ribs, with every exhale, you'll be able to stretch into this a little deeper. So you kind of want to use your breathing as well. Moving on to the next. We're going to go over to the wall now. I'm going to flip around. I'm going to do wall angels. You're going to try to get your back, your low back, into a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So you're kind of rocking your pelvis back on the wall so that you don't overarch your back. The goal here is to keep the fingers, the thumbs, in contact with the wall. Now, based on everyone's shoulder histories and everything, they may not get that. So based on the curvature of your back, you may not get that. But the idea is you want your elbow to be slightly forward more than the back of your hand. You're maintaining this external rotation of the shoulder throughout the exercise. We're really working the muscles behind your back, strengthening them. You also get a nice active stretch of the muscles in the front that tend to get tight when you sit tight all day. All right. Hope we're feeling well. This one can be challenging for someone that has a neck injury already. So I would caution you for this one, but for the average person, this is a great, great postural reset to get your head back over the body. As you do this, you're going to go up to the wall and you're going to, I'll give you the side angle. You're doing what's called retractions. Now, you're not going up or down, we're just gliding straight back. The important thing to remember with this one is don't push into pain. A lot of you will have tension in that spot right there and you're not going to get all the way back. And if your back is like this naturally a little bit, you're not going to get all the way back. So don't push past what's comfortable, but if a little stretch behind the head is okay. That's kind of what you're looking for. So let's run this back again. I'll give you a chance to do a couple reps of this. And again, numbers aren't important with these things. Just try to focus on what you're feeling in the moment. I will tell you, when you're at your computer, in general, the head weighs about 15 pounds when it's over your spine. When your head drifts forward about this far, that weight of the head goes to about 40 pounds. When you're texting or you're really into your work and your head is drifted all the way forward, the head weighs about 60 pounds. And so these muscles are used to just kind of controlling 15 pounds. But all of a sudden, we're telling them, no, you have to hold 60 pounds and you have to do this for 5 out of the 10 hours or 8 hours I work all day. And that's a lot to ask from a couple muscles that are only meant to deal with 15 pounds and turning them. And so that's why a lot of people get a lot of tightness and pain in these areas, and these muscles are rightfully pissed off. So the idea is to give them a break, get the head back, and allow them to do their job with a little more ease. Moving on to the next one, piriformis stretch. Piriformis is a muscle in your hip that can pinch on the sciatic nerve, and so a lot of people get misdiagnosed or even just have piriformis syndrome, and they think it's sciatica. And so what happens is this muscle pinches on that nerve, shoots down your leg, causes tingling in the foot, all these types of things. Also, many people just have tightness in the glutes. So this is a great stretch. What you're going to do is you're going to take 1 foot, put it over the other knee. You're going to lightly press down the knee, make believe you have books on your head. You're going to lean in. And as you lean in, try not to let the books drop off your head. You should feel a really good stretch deep in the glute, on the butt, on the side that the leg is up. You can also, where my hand is in this, you can also put your knee under the desk and lean in a little also, and the desk will hold your leg really nicely, as long as the chair height is right. Moving on, thoracic mobilizations. After sitting at your desk for a few minutes, sometimes hours, definitely, you will notice that even in a great chair, you will start to fatigue, and you will start to drift and round out. And all that stuff makes the joints very stiff, makes the muscles in the front tighten up. So one great way to self-mobilize instead of just going and getting treatment right away is doing these self-mobilizations in a chair. Now you can do this in a regular desk chair, work chair. So I've shown you here just a dining room chair because most people will have this type of a chair or something that's this height in their house. If you have a high back chair at your desk, you can't really do this. So you'll step away from the desk and you'll try it somewhere else. But a great way to mobilize the spine and get your back feeling a little looser. If you have a foam roller at home, you can use that as well on the ground. And what I'm showing you here is that you can kind of slide forward, and that will lower you, which will basically move you a level or two up and up and up the spine, so you can attack a couple different levels. So those are some stretches, and you can do those whenever. There's no limit. If you have any pain, like I said, please seek a medical professional to evaluate the reasons for those things. In terms of resetting your posture, it's important to kind of do something, to have some sort of tool and trick to reset your posture after you've been sitting for a long period of time. It is not feasible that we will sit for 10 hours. Our bodies are not built for that. So I've developed here a couple tools that you can use to just do a quick reset. So I hope that they help. First is the overhead spinal reach. So hands go overhead, lock together. That will extend your spine. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to drop the hands at that point. So the arching the back, everything coming up, keep the spine height where it is, and just drop down the arms back to the keyboard. Let's try it again. All right, now with me. Hands go together. Flip them up overhead. Keep the height you've just got, and elbows come back down, and continue your work. All right, so the next is string through the spine. Now, string through the spine is really more just about getting everything up towards the ceiling, and at the same time, not letting the chin come up. So as you expand through your spine, you want you to think about the head and chin tucking down and elongating the back of your neck. So you want this extension towards the ceiling and lowering of the nose in a way. So your nose should stay parallel to the ground as your head comes up. It's just a nice reset. The final shoulder reset is, you've been here for a while, you round it out completely. You're going to take your arms like this, keep your elbows at your side, turn your hands up, rotate them out completely, and then keep the shoulders where they are now and bring the hands back to the center. And so what you've done here is you really opened up the chest area, and you really opened up the back to use those muscles back there, and you're just resetting your hands now, and you should continue to type and everything. Now, all these postural resets are really helpful when you're really, really into the work and you can't get up. Otherwise, you kind of want to go to those stretches that we did before to just get up and stay moving. Remember the one thing that we usually say in the ergonomics world is the best posture is the next posture, and it's so true. We were not designed to sit or stand for 10 hours a day. And so even with a standing desk, we want you up and down, sitting and standing, moving around. Now, coming up in the next ergo break, a little later in the conference, we're going to talk about an ergo checkup. So we're going to go through some of the possible things that could go wrong with your setup. So I'll ask you a series of questions, and you're going to just check to see if you are set up in this right way. Now, great. So now we identified you've got maybe this issue, or maybe you're fine, or maybe the whole thing's a mess and I don't even know where to begin. Well, we're going to talk about our ergo office, the home office, the work office, any office. What are the top 5 things I need to have a good ergonomic workspace? And what are the top 6 things I'm looking for in a chair? Because every chair company out there that you search ergonomic is not an ergonomic chair. There are many features that make an ergonomic chair. So we're going to go through all this stuff in the next break, and I hope you've enjoyed the first ergo break. I'm Brett Weiss. You can book your session if you'd like at ErgoSesh.com, where we can customize. Every session is completely customized to your space in your home or your office, wherever you are. And I'll see you at the next break.